Have you been feeling more stressed and anxious than usual? My guess would be that the answer would be yes. Most teachers are constantly dealing with the demands of others and can often forget to take care of themselves. Even before the pandemic, teachers across Australia, the US, and the UK were already reporting high levels of stress and anxiety. And during challenging times, it's even more important to be aware of what's going on for you so that you can recognize and deal with the impact of that stress. In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the most effective ways to deal with the almost inevitable stress and anxiety caused by these difficult times. My name is Maria Morrow, and I'm the Principal Presenter at The Highly Effective Teacher. I'm a teacher, and I've been supporting students and teachers for over 30 years. I'm passionate about improving teacher wellbeing so that teachers learn to thrive in the teaching profession. And improved teacher wellbeing means improved student wellbeing, and that contributes to better academic and social outcomes for all our students. If you'd like to learn more about teacher wellbeing, please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so that you receive notifications of all our videos. When you subscribe to our channel, that helps to support the channel and means that we can keep making these videos and get information and support out to more teachers. Most of you would have dealt with anxiety and stress at different times in your life. The difference at the moment is that we are all in this together. There's nowhere you can go in the world to get away from what is happening. So the place to be able to go is your mind. I'm reminded of Nelson Mandela, who only had his mind to guide him through the 27 years of incarceration that he experienced. And I cannot even imagine what it was like for him. But it was the power of his mind that kept him sane, and even more importantly, made it possible for him to forgive and to grow through an extremely difficult situation. What each of us is dealing with here is not as severe as Mandela faced, but we still need strategies to learn to deal with the stress and anxiety of what's happening for us right now, and some of the strategies that will help us to learn to deal with the day-to-day stress that we experience in teaching and learn to deal with that in more effective ways. At the end of the day, your well-being impacts the job you do, your effectiveness as a teacher, your job satisfaction, and how you feel about your work. And it's well worth developing effective and productive strategies that maintain and improve your well-being so that you do learn to thrive rather than simply survive. Number one, stay informed, but don't overdose on the news. This is a really good one for me to tell myself, actually. Remember that some of the information that you receive on social media and on certain television and radio channels is more opinion and can also be misinformation. So find a trusted source of information and refer to that and limit how much you do that. Number two, focus on what you can control. We're living through extraordinary times and there are so many unknowns. We don't know how long the pandemic will last, what will happen with the economy, what decisions politicians will make, what will happen at our school or within our community. And this can be difficult to accept and may prompt us to endlessly check social media or the internet trying to find answers. But that will only leave you feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. I know this from personal experience. If you find yourself getting caught up in fear of the future or what might happen, it can help to bring yourself back to focus on what you can control. And while you can't control the severity or effect of what's happening right now, you can take precautions that will reduce the risk to yourself and to the people around you. So follow the medical advice of washing your hands frequently, avoiding touching your face, and especially if you feel sick, don't go to work, 1.5 meters from other people, and get plenty of sleep. In this way, you're looking after your health and your well-being also. And if you're interested in learning more about teacher well-being in challenging times, please check out our video where I talk about locus of control and how that can affect you as a teacher and how it can impact on your stress levels and what you can do about that. Number three, keep in touch with friends and family. Have FaceTime calls or Zoom meetings with people who are far away from you. And while it isn't as good as seeing people in person, it's still a pretty good way to reduce the harm of isolation. Did you know that people are 50% more likely to die when they have weak connections to other people? This was shown in a research meta-analysis from 2015. People just don't just want connection, they need it. We need relationships to survive and then to thrive. Being lonely in terms of impact on your well-being has been related to the equivalent of smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Number 4, move. Lack of movement is detrimental to your mind and your body. And in these times when incidental movement can be reduced, it's even more important to be conscious about moving. More of us are sitting in front of computers, which means actually more sitting. So setting up timers to remind yourself to get up and move can be really helpful. You'll be surprised at how quickly time goes when you're sitting in front of a computer and you don't realize how long you've been sitting. So putting in a variety of ways to move during the day, stretching, walking around your space, dancing, filling up your drink bottle, so you're doing 2 things at once. Jump on the kids' trampoline, go for a walk outside, do a home workout because we still can't go to the gym, ride your bike. Number 5, how to reduce stress and increase self-care. So do some things like disconnecting from work emails and lesson prep an hour or so before you go to bed. So you give yourself time to wind down and give minds and bodies a chance to stop whirling around. Find more time for yourself in the day, so having 10 to 15 minutes in the morning or in the evening to put yourself first could be another tool to improve tiredness from work demands. And doing some things where we're more present when we're actually teaching and interacting with students or colleagues can also reduce the potential for burnout. Number 6, when other people ask you for help, don't say calm down or don't panic. People might come to you or be sharing issues for themselves, so thinking about some ways that you can help other people also can help you feel better. So saying calm down to someone is one of the worst things you can say when someone's worried or stressed. Instead, brainstorm some ideas about what you could do and what kind of ideas that might help. And sharing what you do to feel good or cope with anxiety and stress can also help someone else. And if they come to you for support, it's more likely that they will listen to your advice and your ideas. Number 7, find situations of awe and wonder. A recent study from UC Berkeley found that people who experienced awe more frequently in their daily lives showed lower tissue levels of interleukin-6, a pro-inflammatory associated with heart disease risk. Remarkably, awe predicted lower levels of interleukin-6 than other positive emotions, even including joy, contentment, and amusement. What this showed was that awe and the feelings of awe may help people cope better with stress by promoting curiosity and exploration rather than withdrawal and isolation. Just an interesting thing to note. Thanks for watching our video. Stay safe and happy teaching.